Hey there, all the Bronco fans. This is the Vista Sports page. I'm your host, Trey Wormington, and with me, my friend James Jackson.
Yep, you got it
Here
right
to
this time.
talk. Yeah, I got it right this time. Here to talk anything and everything Broncos sports. James, how are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, I am fantastic after that road victory over Lindenwood.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
saw
that
that.
was
Yep.
that was a great one. I loved that one. That was a fun win. What were your thoughts on the game? Just
And look, it was a shootout. It was a
Was.
shootout. It really was. And you guys lost your quarterback, Keith Calhoun, in the first half, was it?
it's the first half. Yeah, it was the little bang up on his knee.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he'll be back in a couple of weeks. But Chandler Garrett, he came in and he played really well, So it's that next man mentality. But any other thoughts on defense? I thought defense played great.
Mm-hmm. And what's the injury? Do you know? Like,
I'm not sure exactly. I just know it's I talked to him. He's a couple, 2 to 3 weeks. He'll be
so
out.
like a sore knee or something like that?
Yes, it's something tweaked.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing major. Luckily, he's very lucky in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense, 3 turnovers, 1 scoop and score for a touchdown.
Mhm.
The offense messed up. Throwing that backwards pass, they just left the ball, and we're standing there like, is them blowing the whistle? Is it live? It's
Yeah,
live. It's
yeah.
live. Run, go. Just Daniel Boffin scoops it, runs it for like 30-something yards for a touchdown. It was fantastic.
So how much did Derek Lawson inspire you guys to
The
get that win?
the whole game.
the
Like,
whole game?
we'd get down a little bit. Like maybe they'd go in for a big touchdown or we'd throw a pick or whatever it happened. I would look to the side and like, hey, guys, we got to do to play for. Play for 8.
Yeah.
Play for 8. And what was great was after the win, we go in the locker room, and it was funny. His freshman year, we do a talent show with all the freshmen every year,
Mhm.
and he's saying "Girl Crush." I can't. It's some country song. It's really funny. And so afterwards, we played the song on the speaker, and we were all around singing it. And we sent that to him. I think, and he really loved it. I obviously couldn't see because I was there, but I heard he had a huge smile, ear to ear, on his
Mhm.
face, watching us, listening to us try to sing that song.
That's pretty cool.
Right,
That's
but
really cool.
moving on from football,
Yeah.
volleyball team Tuesday, they go up to Pitt State
Mhm.
in a sweat lodge. Apparently, I talked to some of the girls on team. Their AC in that gym wasn't working.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they're playing, and they went the full 5 sets.
Oh, of course, the one time they go full
Yeah,
five.
they
in
had
that
gone
gym.
5 sets all season.
Yeah, yeah.
And they finally do again, and it's in a sweat out game.
Mhm.
But they pulled out the victory, 14 straight, which is awesome.
14 in a row.
Yeah.
Wow. And what do we know the rankings of them now? or-
Yeah, I looked at it earlier. I believe we are 13th in the nation now, which
13th.
we moved up. I think we were 16th last week, so we moved up a couple spots. I tell you, he's been killing it, literally killing it. Taylor Bevis.
Mhm.
She had 13 kills in the game, 206 on the season.
Well, she's 6 now in the all-time kill list. That you
She's
see
6
of.
now?
Yeah. She has what
Jeez.
1,456 kills.
Oh my
So
God. That's crazy.
she's doing pretty good.
That's crazy. Yeah, she's a freak. She's an
Mhm.
absolute freak.
Mhm.
But yeah, they go up to Kearney. Kearney's they're 6th ranked in the nation. That's one of those teams that UCO always struggles to get past. They're just a solid team every year, and it's an 8 to 9 hour bus ride straight north. You go through Kansas, which this is a true fact. If you're in the middle of Kansas and you look in any direction, you can see the other state. It's that flat.
Wow. Wow.
It's that flat. If you're facing north, you can see Nebraska. You'll look left, you see Colorado. Look right, you see Missouri. Look south, you see Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's facts, straight
Mhm.
facts. I'm not exaggerating in the slightest. No hyperbole there.
Mhm. And it's crazy to think that they're only 13th in the nation. So
Yeah.
it's like, what are the other teams looking like? If we won 14 in a row, they got to be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's some teams I know. Tarleton, I think that was one of the teams we lost to. That was weirdly good.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that there's other teams out there. I know, like I think it's a Concordia team up. I think they're out east. That they had. They're one of those teams that they're D2, but they have D1 players. Like
Mhm.
their roster averages like 6'1", which
Oh,
is
okay, yeah.
it's like unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair. I know. I remember a couple years ago we played them in the playoffs, and that was a year that I think we had gone maybe one or 2 losses at the most, maybe even undefeated through the regular season or almost undefeated.
Mhm.
Played them first round, and I'm pretty sure they got swept. Like it
Wow.
was like that's how good that team is. But I mean, our girls they're on fire this year.
Mhm.
They're doing great. Speaking of being on fire, soccer team.
Soccer team.
6-0.
Undefeated.
6-0. Katie Killian, 6 goals this season. Crazy.
She's really leading the team.
Oh yeah, 100%. And then the goalie, freshman, she hasn't. The team has let up 1 goal, but it was in the game that she didn't play in. She hasn't let a single goal in the entire season. Freshman Kelsey Gibson. Yeah, they've outscored their opponents 15-1 this season.
And really, the defense overall is what's keeping the ball out of the goal because they've only given up 32 shots on net this year. This whole year.
Yeah, I've been looking back at the games, and it's been like 4 or 5 shots off, like 2 on goal. Like, and it's like that every game.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, in 6 games, that's wildly impressive.
Right.
What was it? Butler basketball. You were telling me about this earlier before we came in here.
Oh, Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. Yeah, what's going on? I don't know much about this, so you're going to talk more about this.
Okay, so do you know of Jimmy Butler at
Yeah,
all?
I know Jimmy Butler. He's a great basketball player.
So he just requested a trade off of the Timberwolves.
Okay.
So yesterday, and his 3 teams that he wants to go to is the Clippers, the Nets, and what was the 3rd team?
Come on, Thunder.
No, it wasn't Thunder. No, wishful thinking.
I wish Jimmy Butler. That'd be cool.
Yeah, well, the 3rd team was the Knicks.
Knicks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
I could see him going to
it
the
seems like
Knicks.
he wants to go to somewhere where he can get a max deal.
Oh, yeah.
And then bring on another guy, too, with him.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't blame him for not wanting to be in Minnesota. I've been to Wisconsin, which is basically Minnesota. They all talk like they all, come from Minnesota, eh? It's almost Canadian.
Yeah.
They're almost Canadian. That's what's funny about it. Well, James, thanks for being here.
No
Always
problem.
glad to have you. That's all we have for the sports page.